it's impossible that offenses are going to come. And all need to know that somebody's going to tick you off, say something negative about you. But Jesus turns around and says, forgive them 7 times 70. Peter speaks up, trying to be the most spiritual among the 12, and says, Lord, if we got to forgive people that many times in one day, increase my faith. Then I learned from Jesse-Jackson that the level of your forgiveness is at the level of your faith. Holding unforgiveness, he said to me, or a grudge, is the willingly to chain yourself to the person who harmed you. It's a form of self-imposed slavery. He said, sovereign forgiveness is your declaration of emancipation. It's not about saying what you did was okay. It was about saying what you did will no longer have power over my inner kingdom. It's not a gift you give them. It's an act of self-liberation you perform for yourself. You don't forgive because they deserve mercy. You forgive because you deserve peace. I'm almost done, so you won't have to say amen real loud to get me off the platform. But I'm going to make a confession, and it's real nice to see. I'm real nervous among you presidents because I've heard you all my life, and I never knew I'd have the privilege to get to talk in front of you. This is scaring this white boy to half to death here today. But when I hear this choir sing, I want to be black. Because ain't nobody can sing. My wife is going to pinch me over there and say, you should have been nice. It was about 12 o'clock, September 17th. The button was pushed at the bottom in the lobby. 16 floors up was Jesse-Jackson. Jackie was standing beside him. He was coughing. The rider to the elevator was Death, and Death got off and said, it's time. But you must know something about Jesse-Jackson, and let every person in this room know that when Death walks up to you, like he walked up to Jesse-Jackson, he started coughing about 12:15. You could tell he was struggling and there was a battle. But he had one more fight. One more fight. Death walked up and said, I'm taking you out. And Jesse said, you're not taking me out. I'm a born-again, blood-bought, Jesus Christ carrying cross. I've been filled and sanctified. Keep your hands off of me. As Death moved, Jesse in his spirit began to debate with Death. Oh, Death, where is thy sting? Oh, grave, where is thy victory? And in the moment, the phone rang in the phone booth. And Jesse grabbed the phone and said, hello? Jesse, you fought a good fight. You kept the faith. And you finished the course. In the last 3 seconds, I did something for all of you children, and it will be given to you. I was trying to sneak his ties out of his room, but I had to go through Mama. But every one of you will get a tie. We prayed for it, and I hope that when you wear it or you display it, you will feel like somebody.
I am somebody. I am somebody. Mother Jackson, my God siblings, my dearest friend, Jonathan, grandkids. You know, those were the 3 words that I heard 50 years ago this month that changed my life forever. Many of you know I was a jailed youth, troubled youth, jailed in the city of Detroit. Met Reverend Jackson there on one of his tours to uplift black youth. Fought my way back to meet him. I was so compelled by what he said. And I said, Mr. Jackson, I want to help you fight white people. I didn't know how to say it. I meant social justice. My brothers were Black Panthers back in the housing project, so I had a little consciousness, and I knew I wanted to fight. He said, well, what are you here for? I said, for carrying a gun. He said, well, you got to drop your gun and pick up your books. Then you can help me. He said, I'll tell you what. You leave here, go to college, then you can come back and work with me. My singular reason for going to college. Sure enough, when he got back, when I came out, he was organizing in Detroit, 83 campaign, when Jonathan came to town, made me carry his suitcase. Jesse Jr. had me put him on my back. They really abused me, y'all, as kids. Now I make Jonathan carry my briefcase. But no, indeed, I was mentored by Reverend from that day on. He assigned me to Mother Jackie's best friend in Detroit who ran our push operation, Annette Rainwater. She then mentored me. I ran the operation in Detroit, and then when we ran for president in '88, I was part of the management of the state, the largest victory we had. And so our relationship came full circle. And then some years later, in '97, in fact, I left after being elected, youngest judge in Detroit, 15 years out of jail. I left that after a few years to serve as his vice president of Rainbow Push. Well, then came television calling. And I was a little scared to tell him I had the offer because I'm loyal to you. You're the reason I'm here. So I got the nerve up. I went and I showed him. I said, Reverend, these white folks won't give us some money for our story. What you want to do, you look at the contract and you tell me what to do. He looked at it. He said, oh, yeah, you got to take this. And he said, but primarily, I want you to take this so that you can spread our message of hope to millions and millions of people who you will inspire to overcome their obstacles as we've overcome ours. And so for the last 27 years, indeed, thank you all, the longest running black host in the history of America. Thank you, Reverend Jackson. We've been able to spread that message to millions of people for 27 years, all because God bless the Reverend Jackson. Lastly, people often ask, what was the best wisdom? Because he's the wisest man any of us have ever met, no doubt. What piece of wisdom? I said, well, it was about really when I met him. I was giving him the poor man's story. Reverend Jackson, my mama died when I was a teenager. I don't have a daddy, and I'm living in the projects with my brothers, and they doing all that. He said, well, I don't have a daddy either. He said, I had 3 daddies. I had 3 last names. He said, why are you feeling sorry for yourself? Jesus could have been a hopeless street youth. But he fought back. And the way he continued to talk about it, some way I seemed that he was reflecting on his own life. So I began later to put it together. And I said, yes, indeed. Jesse Jackson could have been a street youth, born under the same circumstances, born in substandard housing in Greenville. 3 last names, wasn't sure who his father really was. Folks gossiped. Come on now. Joseph can't have no baby. Who that baby daddy? Didn't have the right to vote in Greenville under King Herod. The government was on his back. J. Edgar Hoover. didn't run to the corner and complain. Oh, my mama was a teenage mama. I don't have the right to vote. The government is on my back. Give me a swig of that wine. He didn't do that. He said, I am the son of Helen Burns, and I have come and sent by God to change my condition and the condition of this world. And I bet you he would say to us today that we are all sons and daughters of God. And if we continue to fight, we continue to pray, we continue to march, we will continue to change our condition and the condition of this world. Keep hope alive.
Come on, let's thank all of these speakers. The work of Reverend Jackson is alive. The Rainbow Push Coalition is alive and strong. Can we show some extra love as we welcome the son of Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson? Please welcome the CEO of the Rainbow Push Coalition, Mr. Yusef Jackson.